Hello, good Sunday afternoon. This is Kelly Ramsey, founder of Developing People Incorporated and We Connect Communities, which is the home of the Launchpad. And I wanted to check in for a moment. I hadn't been on all week on Periscope, just working and whatnot. But today is the last day of January 31st. January. So today is January 31st. Hey, Booze. And so I wanted to check in for a minute just to ask you a question about where are you? Where are you now? And so at the beginning of January, actually January 10th, we started the Launchpad and we did 2 weeks of intentional planning, vision casting, and planning out what we wanted to accomplish for 2016. And so I was at church today and a couple of comments or greetings that I had made me think a little bit. And one was, how are you? How has this month been, January been? I said, it has been awesome. And so I looked at the responses to awesome, and I thought, has everyone's January been awesome? And what makes it an awesome January? What makes it awesome to get to the end of the month and to feel accomplished and to feel like you're going in the direction that you need to go? Number one, it starts with God. Everything we do starts and begins with God, our creator. And the second, it starts with aligning ourselves to his vision for our lives and our destiny, and then connecting in the ways that he tells us to connect. And number three, it starts with family, because that's where we live every day. That's where we move and do all of our things. And then fourth, with community. So if you have God, if you have purpose and destiny in your life, you have a vision for your life, you have a family that you're connecting with, and you have community to support it, then you can say it's been an awesome month, awesome January. And so thinking about that, I thought about us, We Connect Community. I thought about all of us in different places at different times, and how my hair is like so wonky. Sorry. That was totally random, but it is a little wonky. But I thought about where we are and how we continue to flow and continue to grow and develop and do the things that we need to do. And so I wanted to offer this to you. One, just a reminder that all of our Launchpad information is posted on our site, our website, and on Developing People Facebook page, and Kelly Ramsey. You can check out Kelly Ramsey too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to put a post in each one so they come back up in order at the top, and then you'll be able to go through and respond to where you are. Two, I want you to challenge you to share it with someone who may not have a vision for their life and any direction, to share it with a friend, a colleague, or whomever you want to share it with, to get them involved in it. And then three, challenge yourself. If you haven't completed your tasks and your steps, go through, complete your task and your steps. And remember, you can always begin anew. Every day is a brand new day. So you can always begin anew. And so then my other encounter at church was a question on how do I do it all? How do I get, be a mom, be a wife, be an entrepreneur, travel for work, and do all those things? And have I always done it? And so the answer is no, I haven't always done it. And the answer I also gave was that, one, I went through divorce, which changed my life, totally changed my life. And it changed my approach to everything that I do. Because at that point I had lost who I was, and I regained that through the process of being restored from divorce. Two, I went through deliverance, serious deliverance on every issue that I had in my life over a 14-year span. Through our pastors at that time was Apostle Ricky and Apostle DeAndrea Thomas. And so I went through deliverance, and not only through them, but through the team that took me through deliverance, our church team, our church ministers, and through the community that was there. And I don't take that lightly, because that was what changed my life. That's changed my approach. It broke old patterns. It broke me out of old places. It changed and brought light to things that I had taken for granted. Word curses I would speak over myself. Casualty covenants I would speak over myself. And what I did is I began to dismantle that. First, I yielded myself to God, number one, to hear from him, and apply myself in the Word of God, and began to dismantle years of wrong thinking and actions that were associated with that. And so that was a process. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. That was the process that I went through. And then what I did is I refused to go back. I refused to relive the past. I refused to stay stuck in the past. I changed my clothes. I changed my hair. I changed everything about me. If you would see me then and see me now, you'd be like, oh my God, you really got transformed. And so that transformation happened over time, because every day we work towards fulfilling whatever God has for us to fulfill. It does not happen overnight. And every day we're not a success. Some days we mess up. Some days we repeat old cycles. And then we have an opportunity to change it and to redirect it at any point and any time. And so because of how hard I worked and how hard others worked on my behalf and praying for me and taking me through deliverance and studying the Word of God, I hold on to my deliverance because that's how important it is. I don't want to go back to that old place. It doesn't produce anything. And so in the new place, in the newness of God, I can be productive. I can have a full month of positive movement towards the goals that I have. And I can have a full month that I'm fulfilled, not living in the past, not wishing things would go back to the way they were. They cannot go back to where they were. It's over. And so we begin to move forward and to put things into place so that we can move forward on a consistent basis. But you know what? The common denominator is you. So you get to decide. You get to decide to stay stuck, or you get to decide to move forward. You get to decide to take the Word of God at His word and live it out. That God said that if I would delight in Him, He would give me the desires of my heart. I believe that to my core. And so in my life, I delight in God every day, and He's given me the desires of my heart. And it's that simple. It's not any like formula or anything. It's you and God and being submitted. That's it. Those are the three simple keys. And so I'm glad they asked me those questions, because then I wouldn't have to be on here with the scope sharing that little nugget with you and how simple it really is, because we make it more complicated than what it is. So I got this scope in while I'm going to run errands, because I didn't get them all done yesterday. And so I can have a productive week. I'm going to go run my errands and get my groceries in the house so I can actually prepare meals and be on time and keep my family on schedule. So how do I get it done? That's how I get it done. Yeah, have fun. Oh, by myself too. I don't have anybody with me. So I'm running errands, but it's different when you're by yourself. You don't have to bring everybody with you like I was yesterday, which is why I didn't get them all done. And so I'm doing this so I can set my order, and then I get to be quiet this evening, do some planning for the week for my business and writing and all the other stuff that I do, and watch Downton Abbey, which is my little show I watch every week. So have a great Sunday afternoon. Get outside. It's beautiful out. The boys are out riding their bikes right now. So get outside, enjoy the sunshine, and spend some time with your family, and have an awesome Sunday afternoon. Bye. Love you.